What sort of emotions you're going through right now?
Emotions or motion?
Yeah, emotions. Yeah.
It's just fight week. That's the emotion. It's something that you can only feel. I think if you've been there, it's a little bit of nervousness, anxiousness, and just being ready all in one. Just it's confidence. It's its own little emotion, I think.
What's this process been like for you, man? I think you're kind of tagged as an early favorite. I think there were a lot of a target on you and a lot of pressure to perform. What's this experience been like for you?
It's been awesome. It's just been a dream come true. I didn't know what I was expecting when I came here, and I expected the worst. I didn't know what team I was going to be on, which team was going to be a good team to be on. I just kind of came in with an open mind, and everything worked out. I was on a team that was enjoyable to train with every day. The guys that were in my room were awesome. They kept me grounded at times, and at times I had to do the same for them. We really meshed well together, and it was just a pleasure to go to practice every day.
How about the fact that you have to fight Mike now? Obviously, I know you guys all know what he went through, and I'm sure there was probably you guys kind of supported him and helped him, and now you got to go against him. What's that like for you?
It's just it's business. That's it. As a person, he's a great person. I respect what he's gone through and what he's done to be here. But I've worked way too hard to let anything stand in my way of my goal, and I'm going to let it show.
Were you impressed with how he handled? The whole situation. That's got to be really tough, losing your dad, getting to go home for a day, coming back.
Yeah, it was. My hat's off to him. I couldn't imagine myself in the same situation. Hopefully I never will. But having a fight under circumstances like that is definitely tough. To be honest with you, I didn't even know that anything had happened to him until one of the coaches told me. So he really kept a poker face and just I think he's definitely a tough guy.
How well did you get to know him, and how often were you sparring and working with him?
I got to know him pretty well. There's not much to do but talk to people and get to know each other when you're bored. So we got to know each other pretty well. We sparred and grappled just about every day, so we know each other pretty much in and out.
How much does that sparring and training come into play in a fight like this? Can you learn stuff from that you can take into this fight, or is a fight different than the gym?
Without a doubt, you can take a lot of that stuff. And, I know where his head's at. He, for the most part, knows where my head's at going into a fight and what our game plans are. But at the same time, it's totally different. There's going to be a crowd. There's going to be little gloves, and we're really going to be trying to finish each other, which is a different dynamic that's not necessarily happening all the time in training.
What's this week been like for you? I imagine on the one hand, like you're happy to have your freedom and to be able to pick up the phone and talk to people and see people. On the other hand, you've got a big opportunity in front of you. So what's this week been like for you?
It's been crazy. I left the house and I was thankful to give my microphone back and say goodbye to the cameras. And then I show up at the hotel and they give me the mic back and they put the cameras back on me. So it was kind of a nightmare the first 2 days. I thought it was free. And, they still follow me around, but it's awesome. That's what I want. I want the cameras. That means that I've gotten there, and I'm on my way. So I think it's a great thing, and I'm just trying to stay focused and just kind of take it all in at the same time. I know it's a great experience, and I'm trying to enjoy it, but at the same time stay focused for my fight. I know it's the biggest fight of my life.
Have you been working with your original team, your coaches back home, or are you staying with the favors guys this week? How's that been?
I've been bouncing around a little bit. I've been training with Master Tong. We've been working pads. We have a great vibe going with the pad work, so I love working with him. And I've been bouncing around a couple different gyms. One of my boxing trainers from back in the day at Gleason's in Brooklyn moved out to Vegas, so he's over at Vanderlay's. I trained with him, hit pads with him. Longo's coming out tonight. Matt will be here, so we're gonna get down to it tonight and get ready.
How has it been here in Las Vegas for you, training out in this area as opposed to being back in New York?
I love it. It's hot, but it's not humid. Humidity, it's hard to train in the humidity, and this is enjoyable. As far as the gyms, there's so many gyms out here. It's it's crazy the size and the how much money they put into these gyms. So it's cool to just
Did you run into a lot of New Yorkers, because there's a number of them out here?
Yeah, I ran into a bunch of guys even that just work for the UFC. There's a bunch of New Yorkers, and it's cool to meet people from back home. We kind of talk about some spots back home, and it reminds me of home, even though I haven't been there forever. It seems like.
He said he remembers